Good evening. Tonight we have a Lenovo IdeaPad S510 with a broken charge port. Badly broken charge port, but not just that, it's also a broken hinge. It's even broken inside here. If I lift this up, you can see that's broken. So let me take it apart, change the charge port, see if we can fix the hinge the right way. So I see some people fix hinges very badly on YouTube using hot glue, and that's not the way. Hot glue will never ever survive the open and closing of a laptop. So I'm just going to disassemble this quickly, and get all the screws out. You need also to Loctite the screws back, because the opening and closing vibrates the screw loose and causes the hinge to break. So it's actually the loose screws that causes the hinges. Oh, both hinges is broken. And we've got some missing keys. And it's been opened before. So somebody was here before me, as per usual lately. Let's unplug this. That's screen. That's power button. Stop these screws in a different place. So now this goes all on the top. This should just lift up. This laptop is missing some screws. So I need to find some screws to put back. Come on. Yeah. Yep. That's a nice broken hinge. But this one is still looking okay. So the DCE is on this side. The only thing I hope is that, there we go, focus, is that the center pin did not short against these positive pins when the power was in. If that happens, it blows up the EC chip on the board. The customer said it was still going on when it had battery life, but as we all know, customers lie. So Let's get this out here. Somebody glued this in. Somebody super glued it in. So they made more work for us. There we go. They super glued it in. Aye, aye, aye. You could have just used some hot glue to stick this down. That's fine for charging ports because normally it's held in. But super gluing it normally causes this damage. So the only option I will have is to super glue it back, unfortunately. Don't like doing it, but that's unfortunately our only option. So let's get this unwrapped. What I first want to do is do the charging port. Before I fix anything else, I first want to see if this laptop still works and if it still has power, if it didn't blow up the EC chip before I do anything else. This is not going to be easy because there's super glue all over this plug. I'm just trying to get it open here. Like you can see, there's all super glue around here. So let's get this off. Maybe I'll split this up in two videos. Do one as a DC in sock replacement and the other one is a hinge repair. Alright. Okay, I don't want to cut these wires. If I cut them, I run the risk of the wires getting too short. So I want to open these as nice as possible. So I just cut the heat shrink off. Also just looking at the color of the wires. So this will be negative, negative, positive, positive, ID pin. The ID pin tells the charger what type of charger is plugged in. Customer did bring the charger as well. So at least we can see if everything is working properly. Okay, that one is off. This one's got some super glue on it. Sorry for the dogs barking. Some people's walking in the street. Yeah. That one off. That one is off. That one is off. See the one we didn't cut yet. I'm trying to keep this in shot. I'm sorry if I go off shot. It's difficult to keep it in shot. Okay. That's it. Let's wake up my soldering iron. Maybe let's move the whole laptop out of. It's going a bit closer. Alright, let's see. Sorry. Okay, we'll just have to work through the dogs barking. Let's apply some solder on these joints. Nice and easy. Alright, let's get a tweezer, heat up the joint, put it out, heat up the joint, put it out. I know this order, so I've done a few of them. So zoom in, and hopefully I don't forget to zoom out. Okay, it's off. Now we can take the heat shrink off. Just like to force a tweezer in the heat shrink. Show you again. Like I said, I don't want to cut these wires. Once they come to short, then you have to extend them, and that becomes a problem. That's why I prefer to just desolder the wires. That should just come off. That should just come off. There we go. So what I'm doing now is just cleaning tips up. See, you've got some hot glue or something on here, or it's maybe from the super glue that went in here. I'll just clean this up. I mean, you can normally lose the tips. It should still be long enough, but I don't like taking chances. Alright, so we've got all our wires loose. New plug. some heat shrink, bit oversized, it's fine, should work, it should be enough. It's got 5 links. Unfortunately, there's no other way as to fix this first. If the EC is gone, I'll have to re-quote them on this repair. Way too long. I think you can cut one of these in 2. It should be enough to close the connector. It's still too long. Oh well, heat shrink is cheap. There we go. Alright. Let's do the center one first. Apply some nice solder on there. Apply some new solder on there. Apply a little bit of flux. You don't need to use flux. I prefer to use flux. It just gives you a nice shiny joint once you're done. Get the hot air started. Take some of the stuff out of the way. There you go. First one done. Second one. Just snip that little tip off. Bend it up till you get through that hole. There we go. Just want to keep it in place for me. So I won't be adding some flux. That's it. Come on, focus here. Okay. This one in there. solder joint. And 2 more to go. Way too long. And let's cut 1 more. It's going to be slightly longer. Got 2 extras for the next job. Nice joint. This one doesn't want to play it long. Try to keep the heat shrink away from the heat. It doesn't preheat shrink. That's why I like to use slightly larger than usual heat shrink. There we go. That connector is all done. It's a new connector. Let's fold this back. See if we can get it back. We need to get it all the way back. What I'll do, can add some Captain tape to it. Just 1 or 2. Alright, let's zoom out. Is the hard drive plugged in? Let me just get the charger. No. Charger doesn't look that good either. Let's see if I can find a clover plug for it. They've got some stupid 2-point plug thing on there. Let's plug in my clover plug. One of this is not even going to fit into my plug. Okay, looks a bit better. It's in. Let's get a little tweezer here. And she's very lucky. I'll show you guys now. There we are. Switch is on. Now for part 2.